Welcome everyone to this lecture on right joins. A right join is essentially the exact same thing as a left join or left outer join, except that the tables are switched. And often beginners get confused when first starting to learn SQL, especially when they hit that left outer join, which is the most difficult join to learn about because it's asymmetrical, and then suddenly they're introduced to this concept of a right join. And students often get confused because it seems like the right join is a completely different thing. But the reason I don't want to dwell on it too much is because a right join is essentially the exact same thing as a left join, except you just switch the tables around. So this would be the exact same thing as switching the table order in a left outer join. And in fact, you can pretty much go on just using a left join for two tables and just switching up the order of the tables in order to satisfy whatever need you have. So it really depends on how you think about the tables and what order they come in your mind. Whether table A is on the left, table B is on the right, or if table B is on the left and table A is on the right. So I want to quickly show you some examples through a Venn diagram. So a right outer join, notice this looks a lot like a left outer join, except it's just flipped along the axes. So we're saying select everything from table A right outer join on table B, where table A has a column match equal to table B. So what this is saying is essentially the exact reverse of a left join. And what this is saying is return back rows that can be found either exclusively in table B or in both table B and table A. And do not return back rows that are exclusively only found in table A. Notice how this would have been the exact same thing as a left join had we just switched around the table order. Okay, so again, this is pretty much the exact same thing as a left join, except you're switching those tables around. And you could actually get back these same results by doing a left join and selecting first from table B with a left join on table A. So keep in mind, really the right outer join is just to help you keep the same tables in the same order in your mind of table A is on the left and table B is on the right, but switching up the results you get. And keep in mind, you can do either right outer join or right join. They both work fine. And just like we could with a left outer join, you can also add a clarifying where statement to say something like where table A.id is null in order to clarify that you only want tables that can be found exclusively in table B and are not found in table A. Okay, so it's really up to you and how you have the tables organized, quote unquote, in your mind when it comes to choosing a left versus a right join. Since depending on the table order you specify in the join, you could perform duplicate joins with either method. So if two tables can be joined and you can get results with a left outer join, you should also be able to get the exact same results with a right outer join or right join by switching the table order and playing around with that table ordering or playing around with any table ordering in the where results, depending on the exact query you're doing. So really take your time to understand the left outer join extremely well, and then if you want, you can begin to use the right join if the moment calls for it, or if you want, you can always just stick to left join and switch around the table order there. Okay, so again, hopefully if you understand left outer join well enough, you can see how right outer join is really the brother or sister of left join. You're just kind of flipping that and just keeping the table order the same in the query itself, but flipping the results around. And if you wanted to, you could just flip the tables in the query in order to keep the left join call and not have to switch to a right join call. So take your time with these two slides. This pretty much just answers the question of what a right join is. And if these slides are confusing to you, then you need to go back and really take your time to review the left join and left outer join. Because once you understand that really well, then these two slides should be very clear in the fact that it's just a left join with the tables flipped. Okay, thanks, and I will see you at the next lecture.